Timer's ticking. Last chance to hit those likes. Let's get the party started. Yo! Let's go, fellas. What's going on, guys? All right, we're gonna have some fun tonight. Let's get it. And let's start out with the little horse guy. Horse guy doesn't know what to do today. He's in shambles right now. He has no idea what to do. Let's see what horse guy's up to right now. Oh, look at the Bitcoin chart. I don't know. Shit, I was bullish yesterday because we were green, and now the charts are red. So I'm feeling kind of bearish. Should I sell my Bitcoin? I bought yesterday because we were green, and now we're at 29K. So I don't know whether to be bullish or bearish. I'm feeling bearish. I think I will sell now. This is the only decision I have. What if we go lower? I am screwed. I will lose all my rent money because I fumbled with that at that high. Shit. Jordan said buy supports and I fumbled at the high. I am so dumb. I always do that. Well, have to buy some hay. I'm selling all my Bitcoin now. This is the best thing I could do. The best decision I could ever make. I'm doing it right now. Let me open up Robinhood. This shit is over. It's over. Look at everyone in the chat. They agree. It's over. Oh man. Let's get Horse Guy off the chat. What's going on, fellas? What's going on, fellas? Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Bitcoin with a little bit of a tumble today. Well, it was more so yesterday. Was it? No, it was this morning when Bitcoin had the tumble. It went tumbling down the hill like crazy. These are my favorite days. I love these days because I just love the sentiment shift in the market, man. From bullish to bearish, bullish to bearish. You gotta love the sentiment shift every single day, man. It is absolutely insane. This market, man. It's so fascinating. I just find it fascinating every single day. What's going on, Miles? You said you're sounding better today. I am a little bit better today, yes, and that's why we're bringing that back, Horse Guy, and all our good friends today, as we have a little bit of fun in the markets. All right, now, just to get it over, we can all point and, and do whatever we want to do today, guys. But let's talk some charts. Let's have a little fun with the Bitcoin and Ethereum and altcoins taking an absolute smash. This is why you buy supports and not on altcoins and not resistance points. If you bought altcoins yesterday, well, I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, stupid. Buy supports on altcoins. Wait for supports. Don't be FOMO'd into resistance. The people panicking right now are the ones who FOMO'd yesterday or the day before or the day before that. Buy supports on altcoins. Oh my Lord, man. Come on, guys. Let's get busy. What's going on, Drew? Who we got in here? Hamilton said Frank Fractal, Cadena Bro. Knows what's good. Frank Fractal in here. He's probably shilling the shit out of Cadena. You probably had Frank Fractal coming in here doing crazy shit. He's probably in here going, die, but Cadena go. Cadena's gonna go up. Everything, the rest of the market is gonna dump, but Cadena is gonna go up. Yeah. Cadena's gonna pump 30% tomorrow. It is. Just trust me. Trust me. Cadena to the moon. Cadena. Frank Fractal. Frank Fractal is literally going nuts, man. Let's see. OMG, finally. There he is. Frank, we got the Frank. We had to bring the Frank Fractal character in. You know what it is. Mike said, the guy that says I remain bullish if it stays above a certain price. Well, if we want to zoom out to the bigger picture, man, listen. When it comes to me, I am not going to waver my long-term opinion based off a daily chart or a 4-hour chart, So if we go to the weekly, once again, I can't even see the weekly candle yet. Now, I hold my same views, okay? I'm going to continue to hold these same views despite, people not liking my views or people disagreeing with my views or people doing this and doing that. I'm still going to stand by my overall standpoint despite the short-term price action, which, changes by the day, right? It was bearish 2 days ago, bullish yesterday, bearish today. My view still stays the same, right? And I'm not going to waver my opinion on this. This is my opinion, right? I still think Bitcoin's coming up here as long as it stays above the 50 moving averages. And that's really it, right? I think Bitcoin could certainly at any point come back down and retest the 50-week moving averages. It certainly could. It's done it in the previous markets, and it'll probably do it again at some point, So yeah, I mean, you could disagree and say, oh, you're gonna be bullish above that. I mean, yeah, I am, right? To me, okay, you could sell at 29K, but then you're kind of, like I said, you're kind of banking on Bitcoin dropping a significant amount to offset your capital gains taxes. You know what I mean? So it's totally up what you want to do here. For me, as long as we stay above the 50-week moving averages, just based off Bitcoin's history, right? I'm just based it off Bitcoin's history and what it always done. I will remain with the assumption Bitcoin's still coming up here until you break what Bitcoin's historically done, my friends, right? So you could certainly come back down, all the way back down here, my friends, right? We could chop in here forever. It is what it is. I think the upsetness today becomes with altcoins getting absolutely crushed to the downside, right? Bitcoin's down about 4%. But really, the altcoins got absolutely hammered today, right? So this is more my view on Bitcoin. This is not altcoins. My altcoin views are very different than the Bitcoin view, right? So that's still my standpoint. I'm not flustered in this standpoint whatsoever, to be honest. And I'll continue to stand by that as we kind of go along here. Who we got in here? Gains. Capital gains. Yes. Let's see. You made it as when Jordan it makes a character for you. The bear must be tamed. Let's see. Let's see. Bitcoin is so great. Why does it go down? If Bitcoin's so great, why does it go down? You got to be zooming out to the monthly, bigger time frames, my friend. If you think Bitcoin always goes down, you got in the market in 2021. I'm just saying.
Rant alert.
You got to zoom out to the bigger term time frames, my friend. Holy shiitake mushroom. All right, let's take a quick look on Bitcoin, right? Quick look on Bitcoin. So, I guess a little bit yesterday, we were talking a little bit about the daily bearish divergence, right? Now, we were talking about on yesterday's stream, I think we were up here, and I think we were right up here on yesterday's stream, right? And this was the key resistance, this $30,500 resistance on the short-term time frames. We said we got to clear above that if we want any chance of going up higher, obviously, right? And then we had the Monday high, which was right here at 30,300. And we said, okay, as long as Bitcoin holds above that, it's all good. But if we break that Monday high, right, which we were kind of holding it for a little bit, we were getting teased. The market maker was coming in and teasing the shit out of us up here at 30,300, right? We lost that shit. And as soon as we lost that shit, we got sent back to the shadow realm faster than freaking Jabba's freaking faster than I don't know where I'm going with this, but we got sent back absolutely to the shadow realm, right? Now we're back down here at 29K, and this is a very I say important level in the short term where these previous highs right here is coming all the way across right here, man. You're definitely gonna want to hold, right, this previous high, right? If we start coming back below this previous high, man, we're probably going to come down and take these stops below 27.8, right? So we'll watch this little bad boy, right? Because this is a bad boy right here. There's a lot of confluence coming in at this region, but man, Bitcoin is looking kind of interesting at the moment as the 1 hour is just coming down hot and heavy. You got a little bounce twice on the 1 hour. We're forming a little bit of W formation, but man, the bears are coming in and the bears are pushing this price down like a freaking guacamole. The bears are coming out the woodwork, right? They're coming out the woodwork right now. Yeah, man, what's going on, guys? It's Savvy. Here's the thing. Guys, this is why I remained with my bearishness. We are still going to continue down to the downside. This was a giant bull trap. We are going to continue down, even though Bitcoin typically bottoms 1 year after the highs. We are going lower. We will see a 14K Bitcoin by July, okay? I'm telling you right now, 14K Bitcoin by July, you can book it. It's coming. It's over for the bulls, all right? Absolutely over. All right? No, but, in all seriousness, let's go to the daily. So the daily, we got this little daily channel here, which, this is another reason why we want to hold this like 29K region, man. This is a pretty big freaking region, bro. Let's see. So right here, we got basically daily support coming all the way up here, right? 1, 2, 3, and we got 4 coming right here, right? So you can see how big this level is for BTC at the current moment, and where if it does drop below here, you kind of got this little spider line that we've been holding for quite a bit here. If we go over here, right, we had, oops, we're going all over the place today. But we kind of had these previous lows, right, that turned into highs, that turned into lows again, and we're coming back down to that level again. So if we break this channel, that probably ain't looking too very good, right? And this daily bearish divergence with the lower highs and the higher highs, probably gonna send you back down to the shadow realm. Yo, Hookset, what's going on, bro? Thanks for becoming a member, man. Shout out to Hookset. Shout out to Hookset. But yeah, if we break this, we got this little spider line at 28.4. But man, we break 28.4, it could get very, very interesting, man. Like I said, it could get very, very freaking interesting, bro. Tone Lee said, hang in there. We shall overcome. This is nothing. You know, listen, like, to me, it's one of those things where, you know, you're looking at the bigger time frames, right? And, you know, you're really just looking at the bigger time frames, man. And you're saying, okay, here's where you are. Okay, you basically got back above these previous lows, but you're kind of deviating back below, right? So this is a pivotal point for the short term, right? The bulls, the bears, the crabs, everyone in there should know this is a pivotal point for both sides, all right? Anything's possible in the short term regions here, man. Like, if Bitcoin came all the way back down to like 25K, that actually wouldn't surprise me a lot. And the reason why I bring that up is if you actually come back over here, right? Let's come all the way back over here to BTC. And you actually look at what Bitcoin did in the past, right? Look at 2019, for example. You basically had these highs, right? So you had 1 high, 2 high, 3 high. This is basically like a super long consolidation over here. This was about like, how long was this? This was September to July the next year. This was like a 10-month consolidation, similar to what we're doing now, right? Where you had 1, 2, 3, right? And then what do? You gotta boost back up, but then you came all the way back down to retest those highs again, right? So I think, you know, when you look at this, and you look at this as a 10-month long consolidation like this, right, with the same kind of point, you gotta be okay with. And this is why I'm using the 50-week moving averages as an example too, is because you got to be okay with Bitcoin dropping all the way back below here, man, right? All the way back and retesting those highs. Because that's what we did in 2020, is we came all the way back down, test these highs, and then we moved back up, you know? Which would also be a retest of the 50 bands, you know what I mean? So be okay with that, right? I always like to say, man, I don't care what the short-term price action is. I don't care how we get wherever I think we're going to go. It's just a matter of when, you know what I mean? And there's going to be crazy shit in the market on the meantime, man. Let's see. Drew said, I would be so stoked if we tested support. It wasn't the first buy for the... It wasn't the time to buy for the short term yesterday. Oh, facts, man. Like, that's the thing. Like, the only people who get super flustered with the short-term moves are the ones who bought up here. You know what I mean? Or, you know, the peeps who like saw Ethereum pumping up to the moon, right? And coming all the way up here and saying, man, you know what? Look at Ethereum pumping right now. I think I'm going to buy some ETH up here, bro. You know, like at the same point, you know, for everyone else who was sort of accumulating down here, you don't give a shit about the stuff that's happening up here. You really don't, bro. You know, so that's you know, that's my sort of point I'm kind of getting across here. And you know, it is what it is. John said, holy moly, it's an Oprah membership for everyone kind of day, I guess. I guess so, man. Holy shiitake mushrooms, we got memberships for everyone. Let's have a party. Come on, let's have a freaking party today. It's a good day for a party, man. We got a lot of red across the board. It's a good day for a party. Let's freaking go. Let's get busy. Dollar's looking bullish, but we'll talk about that in a second. The dollar is looking bullish, man. Let's go. Who we got coming in here? We got Hamilton coming in. We got Hamilton coming in with the gifted membership. Holy shit. We got Nola coming in with 5 memberships. Holy guacamole. We got Clint coming in with 10. What the fuck? What the hell is going on here?
We're going to the moon.
We got Hookset joining by himself. Holy guacamole. I gotta match this. I gotta match this somehow. We're gonna match it at the end of the stream. We'll give away. I'll give away a few more at the end of the stream. Let's get busy, man. We gotta do this. We gotta do this, my friends. Holy shit. Holy guacamole. This song reminds me of all-time high vibes. Oh yeah, man. Remember those days? Not even all-time high vibes. Just any time where the market's green. You know? It's absolutely fantastic, man. Right? So like I said, short term, you know, I think really you look at this, I get like the short term, you know, sort of look at this chart, right? I get the higher highs, I get the lower highs in the daily, and I get why you might look at this chart and say, you know what? this might come back down here, right? This might come back down and test this high and test this high. I totally get that. And that's cool, right? That's cool. I definitely think that's a possibility here. At the same point, I wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin pulls something off a little bit different, right? And sort of takes a big dumperoo, swipes like these lows over here, and tries to make another rally to the upside. Just because that's what we've done before, right? We had this little consolidation right here where we got a big move up, consolidated sideways, dumped below that support, and then got another move up, right? So for me, really right now, like I said, this isn't really buy zone for Bitcoin for me. I might do it sometimes. Like if I'm feeling it, it's going to be insignificant money to me. I'll throw some in just because, you know, I'm feeling kind of confident on Bitcoin. I wouldn't say that's the point right now in the short term. I wouldn't say that that's the most confident. This is not the most confidence consuming price action to me. So like I said, as we approach, you know, whatever level we're looking to bounce from over here, you know, this, I'm talking, I think some people forget too. I'm talking to my guys who, you know, we're buying here, we're buying here, we're buying here, we're buying here. I'm not really talking to my guys that were buying up here. It's a completely different set of circumstances if you were a guy who buy here, you know. But, you know, that's per se. That's per se. And like we said, Bitcoin's done this before where if we just take, let's take a little fractal of this. Let's just take a little fractal.
Well, what a community here. Money bad, money bad.
Let's take a...
Money bad, money bad, money bad, money bad.
28-4 then bounce, said Mr. Hart. Could be, bro. Listen, everyone's going to have a level that they think we're going to bounce from. Let's freaking go. Clint said, I love the stream. I'll do another 10 memberships giveaway if you do the Bob rap song. Let's have Bob come on. Come on, Bob. Get over here, bro. Let's go. Come on, Bob. Get your freaking ass over here, bro. You know what? We need you today, Bob. We need you today. We need you to put a smile on our face. Come over here, Bobby. Okay, here comes Bobby, man. Here comes Bobby. Hold on. But I gotta go get him. He's eating meatloaf in the basement. Hold up.
Love this stream. We'll do another 10 membership giveaways if you do the Bob rap song. But you got it wrong.
Oh, come on, man. No, I don't want to. No, come on. Jordan, I'm busy eating my meatloaf. I don't want to rap right now. I've been rapping all day, bro. Come on, Bob. Let's go. Can you just come over here for 1 second? They just want to talk to you for 1 second. 1 second. No! All right, fine. Just promise you'll leave me alone for like, you know, leave me alone for like a week. All right? Nice. All right, I'm coming. Freaking Christ, man. It's freaking ridiculous, bro. All right. Let me get my DJ kit set up. Let's get this shit set up, bro. All right, freaking Christ. Where's my freaking song? All right. Bitcoin's on it. Where's my freaking song at? All right, here we go. Come on. Let's go, boys.
Look at me, take a picture, it'll last longer. The mirror on the wall say I'm getting stronger. Hey yo, the mirror don't lie.
It's dumping.
Hey yo, the mirror don't lie. Look at me, take a picture, it'll last longer. The mirror on the wall say I'm getting stronger. Hey yo, the mirror don't lie. If you want the truth, don't close your eyes. We got our back against the wall, we gotta fight back. I need a theme song, this the right track. I ain't got no cape or no superpowers, just confidence and self-esteem, the world is ours. I believed in me when nobody did. This ain't no freestyle, just some facts that's written. Come on, let's hear it for the boy. He bringing pain at the same time, joy. I bob and weave through the crowd, so untouchable. At first they hate, then they loving you. It's a crazy cycle, but I'm going through it. I wish I was lying, that's why I show and prove it. I'm destined to be.
All right. We're getting it done. Let's be serious. Let's be serious for 2 seconds. Holy shit. All right, Bob, that's enough. All right, did I do good? All right. See you guys later. I'm going to go enjoy my meatloaf again and, you know, enjoy the dump. You know, I sold my ship today because I'm a boss. All right? Peace out, boss. Peace out, boys. Oh, man, I got to stop doing that. All right, we're getting a dump. Wait, I'm still Bob. What the frick? I'm still Bob. I'm still over here, Bob. Oh my God, man. All right. Bitcoin's dumping as we're as we're doing Mirror Don't Lie. Oh my Lord. Let's see. I knew these dumps would come haunt us again. Darth Vader coming out the woodwork. All right, let's see what Bitcoin's working its way up here with. We got 28,717. We are literally sitting right on top of these highs again. We are breaking this trend line though. Let me actually just get rid of this channel here. We are breaking this uptrend too, right? So we got 1, 2, 3 hits. Looks like we are smashing that to the downside. So let's see what we got here, my friends. Will these highs hold? If these highs don't hold, we're probably going to come and take out some of these stop losses down here, right? There's probably a lot of peeps who went long and right here in this range, right here. So I'm going to assume if this level gets broken, right? I'm just kind of spitballing here because it just makes sense to me psychologically. I would assume if this gets broken, you would come and sweep the low here, right? And you would need, at some point, you'll get a short-term bounce. I highly doubt you'll just dump through all the way through here. If you did, the market's just out to get us. The market's out to get us if that's the case, guys. But, you know, let's see if we hold here. If we don't, I would expect something like this where we swipe these lows here like that. And at least get a short-term bounce. So, you know, I would say, will this hold? Let's see. Let's see, man. The market makers are really pushing this down like a freaking wazoo right now. And you are breaking this daily uptrend channel, which usually isn't a good sign, especially when you have bearish divergence in that channel. So the other point that we can watch on the daily is this spider line that's been holding for like freaking ever, man. This spider line has been holding forever, bro. Right? I mean, this whole consolidation, you were just... Let me just get rid of this channel because it's blocking. But you were just holding this, right? Hold, 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 move up, right? Now you're coming back down to test it again. Could be interesting, right? It was basically these highs. It was this wick high. It was these lows from back here. This could get interesting, my friends. And you got a little bit of convergence of these highs coming in right here at like 28.4. So 28.4 seems like a pretty interesting level as well. So we shall watch this. We're watching this real time, my friends. Like, shit, Bitcoin's gonna make me shard again, man. We talked about my sharding in Kmart yesterday. Who liked my Kmart sharding? My Kmart sharding story, dude. I ripped Kmart a new hole. Like I said yesterday, I gotta go find that employee. I really have to go find that employee at some point and literally get him. I got to give him something. He let me use the bathroom when I had shit in my pants, man. It was absolutely insane. What's everyone saying on the chat? Here we go. It's because we all laughed at Gary yesterday. Oh my God. Is this all because of Gary? Is this all because of Gary freaking Gensler, bro? This is all going to be because of Gary Gensler, man. Holy shit. Alt's resistance to support in one candle. I don't even want to look at altcoins right now. Like, they're all going to be a giant red candle, man. Like, this is why Bitcoin's daddy, man. Bitcoin sniffs a dump. Alts get freaking destroyed, man. It's craziness sometimes, man. This market is never a freaking... you're basically never going to get, you know, a calm time in this market unless you're like at a significant low or a significant high, man. Most of the time, significant low. But man, looks like ETH is breaking back below this level here. I was hoping you were turning this into support, at least for a short-term little bounce. But man, you got ETH breaking through this, right? You got high, breaking through there on Ethereum. You're breaking back below the previous high back from August 2022. A little bit of deviation. I don't love that for Ethereum, especially in the short term where we had this high and we deviated the high. Right? And now we're coming back below. Not the best short-term price action, I would definitely say there on Ethereum. So that's about where we're at, my friends. Ultra just a bloody smear. Very true. Let's see. Coinbase Initiatives Exchange in Bermuda. That's Flush said your ego took that one on the chin. That's Flush. You know me, man. I don't really care about the short-term time frames, bro. You know that, right? I have one take, and my take is basically at this point just looking at the cycles, right? I went over this earlier though, right? This price action is pretty much meaningless to me at the moment. The sniper told me to load up on alts. No, you load up on alts at support. At support, Andrew, right? If you go through some of these altcoins, right? Let's look at some of these. Let's look at some of the ones we talked about, right? So, I mean, we were talking about these down here, right? At these support levels. So, like, even if you were accumulating some of these alts, right? As it sort of back tested these levels, right? Down here, you know, you're still kind of up on those. So at the moment, you're just kind of looking at this little dump and you're like, damn, man. What's some other ones we were looking at? Some of these, man. Some of these, bro. Uniswap. Look at Uni, man. Uni is so tight in here, dude. Uni is tighter than a freaking guacamole. You know? Tighter than a guacamole. Shout out to Dust Flush, though. He called a nice dump yesterday. Shout out to Dust Flush. I got to give him some credit on that one, man.
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
Nice one on that one, bro. Hope you got a nice short on that. Yeah, Uniswap. Look at how tight Uniswap is in here, man. This thing is so tight. It just keeps going from resistance to support a million times. You're sitting right at support for Uniswap. You know, this one's fascinating to me, right? Because you got the all-time high trend line coming down, and you got the Uniswap. You're right at support at the moment, but then you got this trend line coming up from the low from May, right? And you're kind of just sitting right in between the two. Very interesting here for Uniswap. I will say so myself. You're right at support. Will this break? It will if Bitcoin wants to dump more. You know, I will say that. But this one's pretty interesting. I could go through all these, man. They're all freaking like Dot's actually like when I look at the stump, it's not actually like that insane just yet, right? Dot. See if you're breaking trend on some of these. Yeah, you're kind of breaking trend on some of these alts. So Dot's breaking down from that trend. Some interesting points there, man. Kind of swing filling the highs on some of these altcoins. You know, let's see though. So far, we are holding this previous high though at 28,771. Render holds strong. I'm impressed. Nice. AF said you deserve some cake. I will take some cake. Who's got some cake? Guys, what is the best cake? Is it lemon cake, blueberry cake, chocolate cake, vanilla cake? What's the best cake? If I had to pick one cake, huh? Carrot cake. If I had to pick one cake, it's gonna be some type of chocolate cake. Maybe carrot cake too. I love carrot cake. Carrot cake is pretty dope. No, not tiramisu. Tiramisu is trash. Is tiramisu your pick?
I like both.
Carrot cake and tiramisu? I'll pass on the tiramisu. Personally, I don't get the red I don't get the hype, and I also don't get the red. I keep saying red because I'm going to say red velvet. I don't get the hype over red velvet cake as well. Red velvet is like kind of just doesn't really taste like anything to me. It tastes like plain cake. Let's see. All right, let's look at some other stuff. So what's the issue we got our markets right now? It's interesting, right? It's interesting that crypto is getting this much of a sell-off. I would say from the simple fact that, you know, I look around the markets, it's really not anything crazy just yet. The stock market's kind of, you know, like the S&P's kind of just slowly grinding up. But it is finding like a serious resistance at this previous high from February, right? Same thing on the NASDAQ. NASDAQ came up and actually didn't quite hit this high yet. But the NASDAQ kind of just going sideways. You got the Dow Jones kind of just going sideways here, but it's kind of looking a little droopy. A little bit of bearish divergence on this bad boy, right? So stock markets are kind of just chopping, but they're all kind of looking a little droopy. They all have some type of bearish divergence popping up here. NASDAQ, or the S&P and the NASDAQ, or S&P and the Dow Jones especially. Dollar is the issue we're going on right now, right? The dollar is the issue. We've talked about this a few times. We said, okay, if dollar breaks this, okay, you're probably going to see Bitcoin either chop sideways in a range or come down pretty significantly. Now, you've seen it come down pretty significantly so far, right? And the dollar really hasn't gotten to move up yet, which is an interesting point here. You know, so we'll see if this continues, but you have kind of broken trend on the dollar. You haven't really gotten that significant bounce yet. Right, but if the dollar starts coming back up here on some of these like 4-hour daily charts, back up to these retracement levels up here, probably expect Bitcoin to struggle for a little bit, right? Which is cool, which is fine. It's happened in the past on uptrends where you kind of stall out for a few months or even a few weeks. You know, it doesn't have to be months. I'm just using months, but a few weeks, months, whatever. If the dollar does want to get a little bit of a rebound in here, so. Just be aware of that, right? It's not the most convincing point yet, but it does look like it wants to get a run to the upside, right? So just keep that in the back of your head and hope that something pushes the dollar down. I don't know what it would be, but you know, that's kind of what we got to hope for here. Let's see. Mike Dawson, that is very kind words of you, my friend. You are a very lighthearted person. You are really, really just a killer person, man. Shout out to Mike Dawson in the chat, bro.
Rant alert.
Kennedy said she is chocolate, island chocolate, at that yummy. What are you talking about, Kennedy? Do I even want to know what you're talking about, Kennedy? You know, are you talking about, I don't know if I should, can I say, you know, I don't even know what you want to talk about, man. I think you're talking about that BBWP. If you know what I mean. If you know what I mean. Holy shit. China's got you. China's got you, man. Just farted and it smells rubbish bin. Nice, bro. Why did you put that in the chat, Rox? He just farted and he put it in a rubbish bin. You can't pick up a fart, man. You can smell it, but you can't pick it up. I will say that. Let's see. All right, so we looked at the dollar. Like I said, the dollar's looking like that. Stock market futures are coming down a little bit today, which is probably hindering Bitcoin a little bit and pushing it back down to the downside. But, you know, like we said, like it's an interesting point on a lot of the charts here. It's an interesting point to see where the markets go from here, right? You got S&P at resistance, right? You got the NASDAQ, which... You know, I guess you could sort of make you could make a case it's got something like this going on in here, right? Maybe a little bit of a wedge or something like that. It's not the most clean thing in the world. That's why I don't really love it, to be honest. But you could make the case it's got something like that coming in here on the NASDAQ. Dow Jones, right? I guess you could say it's at a little bit of a resistance point. Not really any type of divergence or anything. Gold is kind of like at the highs. Don't really know if gold's going to break out or not. But you're kind of at the highs. It's an interesting market right now. And you got SDXY at support, right? So it's like, we got to let this play out, friends. We got to let this play out now, friends. Let's see. Kennedy said, like it up, homies. Shout it out. Shout out to D. Kennedy. Shout out to D. Kennedy. Wish I bottled that one. It was a beaut. Don't be bottling your farts, bro. Don't be bottling your farts. All right, let's go back to BTC. Because BTC is still continuing this dump. We got 28,675 on the corn. You probably got all the Coinbasers and the Robinhoods looking at their phone going like this, right? Looking like this. Oh my freaking God. I just bought Bitcoin yesterday and it's already down 6%. Like, I always buy the top, man. Well, I have two choices. I sell it now, or I sell it on a giant red candle, or and I try to buy back lower, which I probably screw up too because I'll be scared when I want to buy, or I just hold it. What do I do? Shit, you know what? I'm selling. I'm getting out of this market too. This market's a scam. I'm going to sell this red candle. What could go wrong? I don't want to lose any more money. I'm selling. All right. This is over. Let me call my mom. Hey, Mom, I just sold my crypto. I lost 5% in one day. The Robinhooders, the Coinbases, they're all getting their notifications right now, saying Bitcoin's down 5% in the last 24 hours. You obviously all know they're bringing up their phones, going, "Shit, I'm getting out of the market." That's usually how it works. I think we've all been there before. We've all been there before, where we all do something like that, you know. But let's see how it goes. And then you know how it works too. At some point, Bitcoin will get a bounce. All the people that sold will buy back in higher, and then it'll probably turn over again. we know how this works. If you've been here for quite a bit, you know, like I said, nothing goes down in a straight line. Nothing goes up in a straight line. And that's kind of where we're at. This little consolidation here to me, like now that we are coming down, I guess a little bit here, out of a sort of a sideways consolidation, I guess. It is interesting, right? Because I'm looking at this price action on a bunch of different time frames, right? If we just go out like the bigger time frames, let me just clear this out. Let me just get rid of the EMAs and just like look at this freshly, right? When you look at this, right? I guess the common point where I look to, okay, is if Bitcoin's going to pull back harder, the common point I look for is I'm just looking for some point where like longs might be feeling comfy. You know, like, so like what are the market makers trying to push this down to? Because I still believe this was a Wyckoff accumulation, right? This was the first low, right? This was the second low. This was the spring phase, right? This was the move up. This was obviously the breakout of the Wyckoff accumulation, right? As you were chopping at the highs for freaking like 3 months here, you broke out to the upside, and this was your breakout now. Now, like, what typically on a Wyckoff, you know, you either just smash through or you're going to get it pretty clean. You usually get a retest or you can just like freaking smash through it, right? You're usually not just going to chop up here. I look at this chart and I say, you know, I guess at this point, there's probably a lot of longs feeling comfy right in here, right? that longed all the way up here, and they probably have their stops either below this low, right? Either below this low right here, or they have their stops below these lows here, right? So I'm just looking at this logically, and I say, you know, if I'm the market maker at this point, do I want to take out all the stops that are below this initial pump up right here, or this big consolidation? Like, do they want to bring it down, stop these guys out and these guys out, get a big capitulation wick that maybe even back test these highs, and then we sort of get that move back up, which would be very similar to 2020 in that standpoint, where you get one big consolidation, rise, second big consolidation, back test, and then you get the continuation up. It's interesting, right? I'm just looking at this and kind of spitballing here of what we could look at. But you know, it's interesting in here. I still stand under like, you know, this should be support, but you know, it's interesting. I think where we're at in the market phase at the moment. Hey, I'm down for a buying opportunity. Me too, man. I'll take the buying opportunity too. You know, all day long. If it wants to come back down here, shit, let's freaking do it, man. I mean, it is what it is at this point. Let's see what's going on. What was the crypto fear and greed index yesterday? It was a 63. You know, I look at this too, right? And this doesn't mean too much to me, but you know, this dropped to a 58 on Monday, and I was like, this is not the typical greed that I usually see when markets are going up. And you can see it by altcoins. Altcoins, you know, they were moving up, but they didn't really get that big of a move, right? Greed got up to a 68 at the highs, you know, and I know everyone's, you know, thinking about 2022. Oh my God, 2022. All 2022, we didn't get a greed above, a 49 on fear and greed, right? But if you look at all the previous significant highs, right, we've come up above the 80 range, and we haven't had that move up above the 80 range. Doesn't mean it has to happen now, but this is another reason why I still think that, you know, whatever we do in here, right, whether we come all the way back here, we take out stops, and then we come back up, or you know, we get a magical bounce from here and we come back like this, right? Whatever we do in here, this is why, just another reason why I still believe that the market is eventually going to make its way back up here, all right? Eventually. I could be wrong. Like I said, I've been wrong many, many times. But if I don't trust what I sort of believe in, then who am I, right? I'm just sort of a horse guy at that point, right? So, I'm still looking at that. Whatever we do over here, though, it is what it is. Short from 29,900. Nice, John C. Hope you made some good cash on that, my friend. That's always a good one. Let's see. Yes, John. I remember that time I was wrong and I had to eat a sock. In hindsight, though, all the people who made fun of me for eating the sock because I said Bitcoin won't go below 20K, those were probably the people who didn't buy the lows. So in hindsight, they were probably the ones that actually ate the sock, metaphorically speaking, right? Those are the ones, right? All the people who made fun of me eating the sock because Bitcoin dropped below 19K. They're all over there going, "Wow, Jordan, you had to eat a sock. What an idiot. You didn't think Bitcoin was going to go below 20K. It did. Well, it's going to go much, much, much lower, too." All the people who told me, Bitcoin dropped below 20K, which was only down there for like a few months in total. Those are probably the same people who, didn't buy down here because they thought we're going significantly lower. So in hindsight, like I said, they're probably the ones who ate the sock. You know what I mean? It is what it is. What is the green gift box for? The green gift box? Oh, that is a membership gifting. And Clint was nice enough to do 20 today. I think Hamilton did one. I think who else did one? A bunch of people did some today, which was super, super nice of everyone today. Franco said, "Wow, what a great community there." Shout out to Franco. Franco's always in here spreading the love and always doing annoying freaking super chats with the multiple letters and multiple emojis and shit like that, right? The multiple emojis. Let's see. Shorting Pepe with size. Wish me luck, sir. Good luck, Diego. Hope it works out for you, bro. I there's nothing I want more than the people watching my channel also enjoying success, right? I troll and stuff like that, but I want everyone to do super, super well. Like I said, the Bears are going to have their days. The Bulls are going to have their days, right? But, people who come in and support the channel, I hope everyone does well, whether you're a Bull or a Bear, right? I wish you were a Bull because we're the good side, But if you want to be a Bear, that's totally okay, too. I'm not going to blame you for it, It is what it is. And one day you'll grow some horns, and we're all riding this together, All right, so far Bitcoin is getting a decent bounce from this level, from exactly 28,600, which was the previous highs from back in April, 2 weeks ago, right? We are getting a decent bounce, nothing crazy. I would want to see us, really at this point, if this is even going to matter, which, like I said, this is nothing so far. If this is even going to matter at this point, for me to even be bullish here, I would want to see Bitcoin come back up and reclaim like this, right? So if Bitcoin can come back up, if it dips like this and it comes back up and it reclaims above like 29,100, then I could say, okay, it is what it is, right? So lows. If we could deviate back above this, you might get a good shot at some maybe a little bit higher for at least a short-term bounce to take out the late shorts, because there's probably a lot of people FOMO shorting right here, thinking they're a genius. When, to be honest, the time to short was up here, right? This was the time to short. This was the time to short. If you even shorted here today, you did pretty well, which was an interesting place, actually, for a short. But, the real shorts that we're getting up here, right? Here, a lot of people are going to FOMO short, and they're probably going to get absolutely destroyed. Because, like I said, the market doesn't go straight down. So, we'll see. Maybe it comes down a little bit more before they do it, but eventually they're going to bring it up and take out the shorts, just a matter of when. It is what it is at some point. But like I said, for me to be bullish at this point, I'd want to see Bitcoin get back above like 29.1 and then hold that as support and get a little deviation here, right? But right here, you could take it long here, right? I mean, the time to take it long was this 28.6. If it wasn't here, which you got stopped out at this point, it was 28.8 was the time to get in, right? Which was a back test of these highs. So we'll see what happens here for Bitcoin here. Master Plan said, I never short. Nice, man. Floki said, Jordan, I told you. I know, everyone tells everyone. It's always, I told you, right? Everyone tells everyone when they're right, you know, but, you know, that's how it is, you know. But my least favorite part of the market moving the opposite way of the way I think is the I told you so, guys, but it is what it is. My favorite thing in the market, and this is not throwing any shade to anyone. I just think it's funny in this market, man. You see it so much on Twitter. It's like people will be like bearish all the way up here, like at every resistance they'll be bearish, and then as soon as you get a little drop, it's like I told you so, right? You could have been bearish since down here, but the same guy will say I told you so right here. You know what I mean? It doesn't even make sense. Happens so many times, man. The market's just funny, bro. You know, market's just funny. Now, if you perfectly timed it, if you were bearish the whole way up and you perfectly timed the high right here, kudos to you, man. You're the true bear. You're the true homie bear. You know, and you killed it on this move down that we got today. I will say that. I definitely will say that. 1 inch dump. Gary, I got you. Man, we gotta get Gary out of here, bro. I'm telling you right now, we need to get Gary out of here. Where my boy JW? JW. I don't know what happened to JW, man. JW is he might be in here still. I don't know what happened to JW. I wish JW would come back, you know. Let's see. Who we got in here? Guys? Thank you, Top G. Do it harder so I will learn. Crypto and tech guy said I was long and got wrecked. Opened another long, 28,650. Don't get wrecked, man. Use stops. No one should be getting wrecked on trades. If you use stop losses, you should never get wrecked on a trade. You know what I mean? You got to use stop losses, though. You got to use stop losses, guys. It's very, very, very important, right? And stop losses allow you to be wrong and not get wrecked. You know, you might lose maybe 1% of your portfolio, or or less than that if you're not using your whole size in your trading portfolio, right? Let's see. Shit, man. I bet Cardano isn't doing it. Should we troll Cardano a little bit? What's going on, guys? It's Becker. Yeah, I told you Cardano was a piece of shit, right? And I'm gonna completely ignore the whole market going down, but this is exactly why I say Cardano is a piece of shit. Cardano is not going anywhere, all right? Charles Hoskinson is a big, smelly guy who doesn't do anything all day besides make false promises, all right? Cardano's going down. Like your mom's about to go down on me later on after I get out of my cold shower. Yes, I take cold showers. Cold showers are for winners. If you don't take cold showers, you are a loser without a six-pack who is a virgin who has never had sex in their life. All right? So, take it from me. I am Becker with the pecker. Get out of Cardano, buy gaming tokens when I say so, and don't do anything else in the crypto market. All right? Becker out. Let me get my shotgun. Thank you, Beck. Thank you, Beck. It's always good to have Becker on the channel, man. Having Becker on the channel is the most fantastic times. You know, the most fantastic times. Let's see. New Green did also. What platforms in the U.S. have stop losses? I'm a buy and holder. If you're a buy and holder, you don't care. That goes out to traders out there. Traders, you should be using stop losses. Buy and holders, you don't really care about stop losses because you're a buy and holder. You don't really care. Gary Gordon said all or nothing. Let's go. Every time Becker comes out and makes fun of Cardano, it pumps. Hey, maybe it'll pump then. Maybe it'll pump. Becker sucks. Flying Crypto guy said stack and chill. Yeah, I mean, listen, at this point, guys, I will continue to say, I think you got two sets of people out there. You got hodlers and traders. Hodlers are laughing at the price action right now. You won't really care. Right?
Good evening, Jordan.
Traders are going,
Could
ha,
you
ha,
check
ha, I told
Dodge
you
for
so,
me
and
and potential targets?
4%, you know.
Thank you in advance.
You
Smile.
got two sides of people out there, right? I think probably 80% of my channel right now doesn't care that Bitcoin's coming down a little bit. But I think there's 20% who are, you know, the loud trolls and the traders that go, haha, I told you so. But in reality, nothing's really changed since last week. You get a red candle, right? It is what it is. Still think you're going to end up still doing something like you always have. You just don't know how the price action is going to work out in here, right? Do you do something like 2015, like right in this, where we got to this point where you actually did get a pullback in here in 2015, something like this. You actually did come up to this region, right? You got the first pullback almost exactly. You came up again, and then you actually got a pullback that would take you all the way back down to like 25K, 26K, right? Something like that before you continue up. Do you not? Does Bitcoin somehow shrug this off? I think at this point, it's more likely that if you don't hold this level here, which it's doing it so far, but if you don't hold this level here, it's probably more likely that you're going to do something like 2019, where you come out and take out the stop losses from all these peeps, and then you sort of try to make a run for it, you know? But that's about it. Red candle good for Bitcoin. That's very, very true. Let's see. Jordan, my DCA is 37K. I have a few grand I have set aside to buy. Should I buy now or wait? You got to make your own decision, man. Make your own decision. You'll have people who tell you to wait, right? You'll have people who tell you not to wait. You make your own decision, right? I think, you know, obviously you'll have the smart asses come in here and say, wait, bro, obviously buy the dip, right? You know, there's always going to be those people out there. At this point, you know, I would say split it up. Do whatever you want to do, but like you got to make your own decisions with that and be happy with whatever happens, you know? Because there's always the chance that Bitcoin somehow stops here and then continues up, and you're going to be mad that you didn't buy anything here, right? And then there's always the chance that Bitcoin, you buy here and Bitcoin goes down here, and then you get pissed off that you bought up here. You can't win. You know what I mean? What do we know about Bitcoin? It's going to do the opposite of whatever you do. If you buy here, it's going to dump. If you don't buy here, it's going to pump. We know Bitcoin. And Bitcoin is a troll, right?
Rant alert.
We know this, right? There's always a chance you don't buy here and it comes down here and you're like, hell yeah, I have everything, right? There's always a chance that it is what it is, man. You know? But like I said, I think you're better off probably splitting that up and doing whatever you want to do there. You know? In Park said, just FOMO win. Never look back. It is what it is. Every minus 15% on alts is a good buy. Every minus 15%. Hey, I don't mind that strategy, man. Just be careful on altcoins, man. I think you got to be very precise with altcoin buys. You can't be FOMOing on alts, right? You got to be very precise. And if an altcoin pumps and it leaves you in the dust, you got to be okay with letting it leave in the dust and look for something else, right? So, like, just to give you guys an example, right? Let's look at some alts, right? Let's look at some alts that had nice moves up. So, you know, we look at AVAX here, right? AVAX, we know we broke out of this trend line coming down like this. We're sitting right on top of that level right now. You got to be precise with your buys, right? So, like, AVAX here, you know, you might think, oh, I think it's gonna bounce from this support line. It's gonna come back up here. Well, you could take it that way. For me, I look at this in AVAX and say, shit, I missed AVAX. You know what I mean? Like, the time to probably get an AVAX was down here at $14, right? Once you had one chance, two chances. You had 2 months below here for a chance. And you had this level right here again for the back test in about a month ago for a chance, you know? And if you bought down here, I mean, you're not really caring about the short-term price action, really. But, you know, for me, I look at, like, I'm just using AVAX for an example. If it breaks back into here, I'm only interested in AVAX if it comes back here, right? Other than that, I'm cool with waiting and I'm cool with missing out on it. And that's just me, right? That's just me. I would only be interested in this if it comes back down here in this region, you know, at that point. Because here you're kind of risking a good amount, right? If it breaks back into the range, you're looking at, you know, 23%. You know, everyone's got a different strategy, though. You know, I mean, it is what it is. Let's see. All alts did breakout retest. Yeah, most of them did retest. Like AVAX did a breakout retest. I think it was OP. It did one too. Let me see. OP did one, right? You sort of break out of this daily trend. You are also, yes, you got a slight breakout retest on OP there. The question is, will these hold? You know, you're going to need Bitcoin to hold for these altcoins to hold these retests. But like, yeah, AVAX did, OP, breakout retest. Not necessarily saying I'm super bullish at this current moment on OP or these alts in particular. But if Bitcoin can catch a bid here, you'll probably see altcoins catch a bid because they're breaking out retesting, right? What's some other ones? Cardano is actually an interesting point. It broke these lows, right? So it broke these lows, these highs, broke out, and now it's at that same point again, breakout retest. You just don't want to deviate back in. But you can see how all these alts are at like crucial points, man. Crucial points that you don't want to break on some of these altcoins, man. You don't want to break these bad boys. You know? I'll say this. All I want right now is actually really all I want right now is, guys, all I want right now is the Celtics to win the NBA championship. Everything else is butter. Give me the Celtics beating. I want the best road possible. I want to sweep the Hawks. I want a 7-game series against Philly just to get their hopes up, and then beating them on a buzzer beater in Game 7 just to get their hopes up. I want to face Giannis in the Eastern Conference Finals and show him who's daddy, right? And then I want to face Kevin Durant in the finals and show him how much of a pussy he is and how he can't win without Steph Curry, all right? That's what I want. I want the hardest road possible. So give it to me, all right?
Rant alert.
That's it. That's it. I had to go on a rant about the Celtics there, but, you know, it is what it is. Jordan Radio, thank you. Thank you, Jordan Radio. During Congress oversees SEC, regulation will favor crypto. Yeah, I'm hoping something happens with this Gary stuff, man. He didn't really say stuff at the press conference. He really didn't say anything. You know, he just kind of danced around all the questions. But man, you had some people actually attack him. We watched it on yesterday's stream. You had people attacking Gary like a freaking wazoo, man, saying, "Oh, we're gonna get you fired." You know, saying you were overseeing FTX, or you were overseeing crypto when FTX and Luna happened, right? And he was there shaking, not knowing what he was gonna do. He always shakes though. He's a lizard. I guess lizards shake. I don't know, but he's crazy. We got the daily close. All right, we got daily close. Let's check out the daily close here. Daily coming in at 28,800 on BTC. 28,820. So, you know, obviously, once again, not the best day today. I think we all know it's not the best day today. Now we got to see what the rest of the week is going to hold up for us here, as we await to see if the dollar is going to get a bounce. We await to see if the stock markets are going to get a pullback, and we wait to see if Bitcoin's got more juice in the tank on this dump, man. So let's see what we got for the corn. The corn is definitely on the cob right now. The corn is on the grill and cooking. You know, the corn is on the grill and cooking with multiple spices on it, and definitely a lot of corn on the cob right now. Okay, the corn is getting burnt on the grill. You know, looking like this. Do you want salt on that? Hey, man, how may I help you? Sir, may I help you? You're next. Do you want salt on your corn on the cob? Okay. Do you want Jamaican seasoning on your corn on the cob? Okay. Next. All right, who else wants some corn? Right? Bitcoin's like the guy who's working at the corn on the cob station, you know? It's kind of what you got going on. Beans and cornbread. Bro, I will say this. One of the most underrated foods, in my opinion, is corn on the cob. Okay? Just corn on the cob, butter, salt, any seasoning you want. Corn on the cob is delicious. And yeah, Bath just reminded me of a great food that I almost never eat. Cornbread. Cornbread is so simple, but you give me a piece of cornbread, you cut it in half, you put some butter on that little bad boy, and you put it on the grill face up. You let it sit there for a few. You let that shit sit there for a little bit.
Strap up, we're going to the moon.
I'll tell you right now, this pickle is going to the moon. It'll be bigger than Vitalik if that happened, right? Bigger than Vitalik's pickle. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that. Cornbread is the shit. You can't eat it, John. You're on keto diet, bro. You can't eat it. It is what it is. Cornbread is definitely not trash. Who has said cornbread's trash? Oh God, we have to bring out Karen. My mom's gonna come running down the street over here, and she's gonna be calling you out on the cornbread's trash. You know, she's gonna be calling you out on the cornbread's trash. Ethereum, we got to close below the high. I don't love that. I don't actually love Ethereum's chart. Ethereum's chart is not my fave at the moment, just for a very simple reason of high, deviate the high, right? Very simple. I don't love that chart for Ethereum. We've done this a few times actually, right? Ethereum's done this a few times where if we actually take some of these previous peaks, we had this one that you swung fail, but you can see what we did when we swung fail it, right? So we had this previous high, we swung fail it here, and that was when we got the banking crisis dip, right in here, right? All right, so we had high, swung fail, we basically retraced to, yeah, we got a 618 retrace. We got a 618 retrace in there. Let's just do a little funsies in here, okay? We also swung fail this high right here, but this one, right, from this high, but we only got a slight pullback to the 30 EMA, right? So the question is, now that we swing fail another high here for Ethereum, do you see like a 618 retrace, right? So if we did something like this, do we see a 618 retrace? Does ETH come down to like 1,700, right? I know that's not fun to hear, but like I would not rule that out because that's what we did last time or 2 times ago. Or do we see just a retrace to the 30 EMA, which is coming in at 1,900, right? A lot of possibilities in here. But we've swung fail this high, we swung fail this high, we're swing failing this high again. I guess we should probably just do it like this at this point. The big question is, what do we do this time, man? On Ethereum here, anything goes. It's going to follow Bitcoin, right? So whatever Bitcoin does in here, ETH is going to do the same thing in here, right? But, that's the big question here for Ethereum, and we got for Bitcoin too. Bacon jalapeno cornbread, sold. Where do I get this? Where do I get this bacon jalapeno cornbread? Mosh, can you Google bacon jalapeno cornbread near me? And I appreciate you over there. You're the best. Look at you. You're the best. Look at you. Look at you. I need to. She's gonna Google that for me. Bacon jalapeno cornbread near me. You guys, if you don't know how to find stuff, right? If you're like one of those people that I still don't understand these people nowadays, right? You're like one of these people. Hold up. If you're one of these guys who can't find food, right? So basically, you don't know how to find food, so you go, well, how am I supposed to know where restaurants are around here? Oh my God, there's no such thing as the phone book anymore. How am I supposed to find restaurants? How do I find pizza?
They only tell you how to make it.
God, man. How the frick am I supposed to find pizza around here? If you're one of those idiot imbeciles, okay, bring up Google, search pizza near me, all right, and you'll find some damn pizza. I cannot explain how many times it's family members too. They're like, how do you find so many places around here? You Google it. You Google it. Just put Chinese food near me. You'll find Chinese food. It's crazy to me how many people don't know how to use damn Google. It is crazy to me, man. Anyone else have family members like that? They're like, you want to get some pizza? How do we find pizza? Google it, man. Oh, my Lord. Look. They only tell you how to make it? Oh, my God, man. They only tell you how to make... They're not in Boston. They make that everywhere. But They only tell you how to make it, guys. I can't find bacon jalapeno cornbread, unfortunately. Even though I want some bacon jalapeno cornbread. You know what I mean? Like, we all want bacon jalapeno cornbread. I think all of us would want that. Let me just get rid of this on this chart. Boom, boom, boom. Get rid of the little Wyckoff analysis here, which I still think is valid. And we're just kind of freaking moping around in here. We're moping and groping in here. Rant alert. You know what it is, Whale Talk. Judge Bible said, what's a Google? You'd be surprised, man. You laugh. You laugh. You'd be very surprised. John said, Jordan, sorry to say, your hairline has broken through resistance. Should I go bald? You guys know I look sexy bald, man. I am not a... What did I just type in? Something really shady just popped up. Wait, is this bald Santa? The frick? Who made this? Who has the time in their hands to make this? Let's see. I look sexy as hell bald. Okay, this is a bad one. Hold on. There we go. Look at this. I look like a freaking thumb. I look like a thumb with this. But hey, this is not my actual head shape. This is just the filter. But, you know, we look at us like this, I think we look pretty dope. You know? I really, really do. You know, I kind of look like a thumb, you know? Maybe it's the thumb toe. Like if I block my eyes, if I had no eyes right here, I kind of look like a thumb toe. I'm not going to lie. Just a little bit. Like, come on, man. I think in the next bear market, I'll be like this. Not this one. I think in the bear market of 2026, I will be bald at that point. You know? So I will say 2026, we'll shave it off. But I think we're good for like this year, and then the bull market, and then we'll shave it off. Sound like a plan? All right, cool. We'll do it like that. Jordan, put Santa hat on. Pump Bitcoin. Mike, the Santa hat is only for long-term time frames. This doesn't care about the 4-hour chart, okay? This hat right here does not give a shit about a 4-hour chart. This Santa hat is only for higher time frames, okay? You go to the monthly time frame, Santa hat still good, even though we're kind of wicked on the monthly here, but you know, we got the maxi flipping over, right? We still got 11 days left in the month here. This Santa hat is for us, okay? To go up in the long-term time frames, okay? We had this Santa hat on down here at 16.5 at the low, okay? And it's our good luck charm. So we got to save it for the higher term time frames, okay? We got to save it. We got to save it. You plan your baldness out? Wait, what is this? A bald skunk? What the hell is this? What the? What the heck is this? Oh, a bald skunk. I didn't know a skunk could be bald, but apparently he can. Look at this thing, man. I kind of like this thing. All right, we're being weird now. We're being weird. This is when all the people are like, Jordan, we came here for charts. And it's like, okay, we've been talking about charts for an hour. All we can really say is, okay, Bitcoin's getting a pullback. We can all guess where it's going to bounce. You know what I mean? But, you know, I would say the most logical points to bounce from, take out these lows or back test these highs on the big time frames, right? Or hold these highs, right? I would say these are the most logical scenarios. Like, logical. We know Bitcoin's not logical. We're either going to bounce from where we are now, which I would put is you know, not the most likely, just because Bitcoin, just because I don't know what's going on with the dollar. You know, the dollar looks like it wants to bounce eventually. Maybe it doesn't do it tomorrow, but I don't know. It looks like it wants. It's starting to round out here, right? It's starting to round out, and then if we go to, you know, I would say that you run these lows, right? Or you come all the way down and back test 25K, right? One of these scenarios, right? You gotta have multiple scenarios, and I think that's about where we're at right now. Crypto said I went long here. Nice, man. Yeah, it's trying to bounce. It's trying to bounce. 28,788. It's trying to, man. It tried to do it earlier from this level, but it just the bears, man, were strong and just pushed this back to the downside like freaking Wazoo's in here, you know. But this is a big support level, man. Like, this is a huge support level we want to hold. Our previous resistance flipping into support, you know. Let's see. Let's see. Al Duckworth. What did Al Duckworth say? I'm bored of saying lower lows coming. Remind me saying it. Al, I will respect your opinion, but like, what on the higher time frame charts tells you that lower lows are coming, right? And I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm just trying to understand, because I see these charts all the time where like Bitcoin's up here and you just got people drawing arrows like this, right? And I'm trying to understand the thought process of thinking Bitcoin's going to do this, right? I will never rule out Bitcoin doing anything, right? I wouldn't rule out anything. I think Bitcoin can do anything. If you don't think Bitcoin can't do anything, you're crazy. I think there's a possibility Bitcoin could freaking come all the way up freaking here this year. There's a possibility it comes down here, but you would have to have like a World War III or some shit, right? What? Don't tell me macro, okay? Tell me what on the chart tells you this, you know? And if you can tell me that, by all means, I will hear you out. I will hear you out, man. You know? Bitcoin definitely can't pump to 100K tonight. Nice, dude. It's just me, Kaspa. Maya's breaking into cars again. No, she's over here. She's over here on the couch, listening to me ramble. She's probably thinking, man, this guy's annoying. Man, you know? Like, if I was sitting right here listening to me on the couch, right? I would be like, shit, this guy is freaking annoying, man. How could I deal with this guy? This guy is ridiculous, man. I'm getting out of here, right? That would be me. I'd be like, shit, this guy's giving me a freaking headache. Market maker knows. I don't know, probably a large back test. Yeah. Let's see. It could do what you drew. I'm just curious, like, if you think this is going to happen, I'm just trying to find a reason for it, right? Other than just being like, I want it to go here, so it's going to go here, you know? Like, for my bullish reasoning, I have reasonings for it, right? Based off what's happened in the past, based off monthly indicators looking very, very good, right? I have a reasoning for my madness. I want to hear your reasoning for your madness for this, other than macro, bro. Because I've been hearing that all year, you know? Which is cool, right? Just give me something. Give me something. Give me something, man. You know, it's gonna tell me it's gonna come down here, and I will be willing to listen. Will I listen? Probably not. But no, I'm just kidding. I would. Let's see. Oh, Franco said, Jordan, read my super chat. I got you, man. Oh, let's see. Carolina said, good evening, Jordan. Can you check Doge for me and potential targets? Yeah, sure. And then Franco said, check Bobcoin. It's a real token. All right, let's do Doge real quick. I will say this right now. Altcoins, just be aware. They're going to follow Bitcoin short-term moves. All right, so I will tell you what the charts are telling me, but that's not necessarily what's going to happen on the alts, right? So Doge, normally this is your classic swing fail right here, right? So you have highs, you swing fail the highs, you come back up, you back test the high again, get rejected. Now you're at an interesting point right now, right? You're at a point where it's sort of interesting because you got this uptrend that's been holding since March, right? Really since the beginning of this uptrend, it's been holding since March on the daily, you know? So you're at an interesting point here. I think when you look at this, right, I got to be careful here. And this is not necessarily where I would want to add Doge, you know, necessarily. Even though like if the bigger picture, whatever. But for the short term, normally I wouldn't like this price action, right? This is normally kind of bearish price action here, right? And I actually would look for this to drop down here if Bitcoin's going to go lower. But like I said, you're at support, but you kind of had this classic swing fail. When you have these swing fails, you usually target back down to the range low right here, right? So like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if Doge dumps here, takes out this low, right? Probably with Bitcoin doing something like that, and then trying for a bounce like this, right? So like, we take out this low, we pump back up, and we try to pump back up, right? And then it's going to be getting through all these resistance points again, which is whatever. It is what it is. Doge will pump tomorrow. Nuts Flush said, don't doubt my TA, fool. Nuts Flush, I will doubt your TA, and I will flush your nuts next time. No, shout out to Nuts Flush. Nuts Flush, I like our evil rivalry, man. It's nice, right? It's all in love. It's all in love. Listen, I like to be right, okay? I don't like to be wrong, right? I feel like you're the same way, Nuts Flush, but that's why we got to get along, man. Listen, it is what it is. It is what it is. Nuts Flush, shout out to you. Enjoy your short. We all get some wins and we all get some losses, and we go from there. We go from there, man. Shout out to you, bro. It's all in good nature. It's all in good nature, man. Excuse me. That's Doge. I will say, let's look at Bob Coin. Let's look at freaking Bob Coin. Franco said we got Bob Coin popping up here. You said this is legit? Is it actually called Bob Coin? Probably just called Bob. Bob. Is it this one right here? This is it? Wow, this thing's interesting, actually. Look at Bob Coin. It kind of looks like what happened with Bob, right? Bob's, he's just having his normal day. This is when he has a this is Bob's temperament gauge, right? So basically Bob wakes up, he's super, super angry, right? So his temper spikes up, right? And then he just sits and he watches around the blockchain all day, doesn't really do much. He might see Wendy, it might pop up a little bit, and then we'll just go sideways. This is when he sort of is taking a nap. He gets tired, right? And then he wakes up from his nap. He doesn't eat anything all day. And then he asks mom if we have any meatloaf, right? So he gets super, super happy when he's eating meatloaf, right? And then this is when he thinks he runs out of meatloaf, but he has one more, right? So he gets pissed. Oh, but he has one more. So he gets happy again. And then he's out of meatloaf, he gets pissed, and then he goes to bed. and that's pretty much the life of Bob. So it kind of makes sense. Kind of makes sense on Bob. But no. It's actually a kind of interesting chart, actually. Right? We got basically lows, deviate the lows, back test the lows. Kind of interesting chart, actually. not that I would buy this, but it's quite interesting, man. Elon's scared. Nice. Elon is scared. Why is Elon scared, man? Am I missing something in the news? I must be missing something in the news, bro. But all right. So BTC still holding this 28.8 level, guys. Right? It really comes to that. Now, the most interesting thing for me, just a few other things, then I think I'll call it a day. We got Total 3, which did break out, right? We talked about this a couple times. Total 3 did break this uptrend, or this downtrend of the all-time high. If you notice what we did today, we perfectly back tested this level. So this is a crucial level here. I think this is a very crucial time in the market. Very crucial level for Bitcoin to hold, because obviously Bitcoin is going to drive this. This is a very crucial level right here where you're going to want to see this hold. Because if this could just be a breakout back test, and alts can at least kind of hold here, right? You don't necessarily have to pump, but just kind of hold above here. Maybe it comes again. That's a good sign. What we don't want to do is for this to capitulate back in. Because if this capitulates back in, that's the point where
You're most likely seeing Bitcoin pull back a little bit further, and alts will probably take some of this, some of these points where people were long and taking them out, right? So just be aware there that total 3 is, you got the breakout, you got the back test. The back test is always scary. Now it's important to see what happens here. Does it break in? Does it bounce? Does it go sideways from here? Let's see, right? Let's see. I don't really know. I'm not gonna act like I'm gonna know what's gonna happen right here, right? But just be prepared for anything. Be prepared for this to break through. Be prepared for this to bounce. Be prepared for this to go sideways. Whatever you want to do here, But just be aware that anytime you do back test something like this, it's gonna be scary because the market wants to. That's where it gets all the people who FOMO'd in, right, to capitulate, right? So let's see. But let's watch. We'll watch this going into tomorrow. See how the market kind of reacts there on total 3. What's the dollar doing? Dollar's still chilling. Bitcoin's getting a bounce. 28,880. Like I said, for me to get bullish on Bitcoin here, right? If you took the long here, perfect. If you're a fan of swing failure patterns, what I want to see for Bitcoin for me to be bullish is get back above these lows, right? So get back above 29.1. All right, we can maybe start talking for a little bit of a bounce here. But in the meantime, let's see how this plays out, my friends. Let's see how this plays out. Joe, we're talking about Pepe. Pepe went to the moon. Is there a chart on Pepe? Let's look. I assume it pulled back today. If it didn't, it's just a freaking rocket. Let's see, Pepe. Let's see. Yeah, this thing got freaking sent back to the shadow realm today, huh? 50%? Oh my god, man. A lot of people got freaking destroyed on that. Oh my lord. This is why, guys, if you want to get into these memes and you really want to, at least wait for a retest of something, Don't be going, don't be seeing it pump up, 150% and you get in right at the top of the wick and it instantly pulls back. And it's probably not done pulling back here, right? This one's still probably going to pull back more. Man. Yeah, it's, the times you get in on these ones, obviously at the lows, that's self-explanatory, but, you zoom in, at least wait for a damn range, right? At least wait for something like this to get in, right? Where you got at least a little bit like a freaking channel in here where you can feel a little bit more comfortable, But man, Peeps got freaking destroyed on that one. Pepe got wrecked. Let's see. Stefan said, Jordan is the GOAT, even with snot dripping down his nose. Shout out to Stefan, man. Thanks for coming in and stopping by. I wouldn't say I'm the GOAT, man. I don't really think anyone's the GOAT. Everyone's wrong sometimes. Everyone's right sometimes. It's all about making your winners bigger than your losses. I'll always say that. Even the best traders are wrong. Like freaking, a lot of times the best traders are actually wrong more than they're right. Right? It's not really about your win rate. It's about cutting your losses small and having your winners be huge, right? And you can look at that as far as trading, as far as investing, right? So if you're here, right, and this is your accumulation zone, right? This was your accumulation zone here. This is all about now letting the winners ride, right? So you guys know my theory, right? I'm looking at the market like this. Okay, right? We accumulate it down here. If it drops below the 50, we'll cut this, right? We'll cut this. We'll cut the losses small. But at this point, this is accumulation, and sort of letting what I believe to be the winner ride. It's really what it is. Everyone tries to make predictions. The best thing is the predictions, right? I heard someone say this the other day. The best thing you can do is react to the market, not try to predict, right? React, don't predict. But everyone wants predictions, so that's what I do. My trading style, if I'm trading, I actually react more than predict, right? So that's why I said right here, for me to be bullish, I want to see Bitcoin reclaim this, and then it might take a long, right? I'm reacting to what the market's going to do. I'm not trying to predict a bounce or anywhere. I do it on the channel because, listen, you guys come and watch to try to look for, we come here to have fun, but we also look for, okay, what's good support levels for a bounce? What's this, right? But everyone, market's funny, man. I love crypto. It's a shit show. With everyone in here, it's a shit show, right? Opinions change every day. Who's a genius changes every day. You got this guy over here who's a genius today, who because he called the pump, and then you got this guy over here who's a genius this day because he called the dump, right? But he stays bearish. Then this guy who's a genius today because he called the pump, and then this guy's an idiot, and then this guy's a genius again, right? This market's funny, man. You gotta love crypto. You got to love crypto, man. It's the best thing in the world. OP's getting a good bounce. Let's see. OP's getting a good bounce. Oh, man. I like that. I like some of that.
Strap up.
Yeah,
We're
OP
going to the
actually held up
moon.
very good on the dump today, right? Everything else went down hard. But OP today, right? Actually, I was looking at it today. I was like, the whole market was down like 7-8%. OP was down 2%, and I'm like, what the frick? It actually ended up the day down about 6%, but, it held up very good. It actually got like I said earlier, the daily was really a breakout retest. You saw this a lot of altcoins, right? I'm not calling for... I still think altcoins are going to follow Bitcoin, right? I still think the bigger trends are up on altcoins. Short term, I have no freaking clue. No one does. It's a guessing game. Bigger picture, though, I still think the weekly charts on altcoins look phenomenal. And I still am bullish on altcoins and especially Bitcoin, right? For on the weekly, monthly charts. Daily chart, good luck. It's like picking a needle in a haystack here, right? Look at this price action. Look at OP price action, for example. If you get a predict dissolves price action, good luck to you, right? But what's the general trend? The general trend is still up, right? Right? This is all meaningless. Trend is up, meaningless price action, right? I'm going to go with the trend continuation here on OP. Whatever it does in here, if it chops longer or whatever, but it's a perfect example here. Let's see how it plays out. Rest of the market's kind of is slightly up. Nothing crazy going on too much in this new crazy day that we have going on here. But yeah, guys, Bitcoin's getting a nice. It's 28,919. I like that. In it for the loot, and I'm proud. We're in it for the tech. You guys, we are not in this for the money. We're in this for the tech. Okay? I actually will say, I used to, I think we can all be honest with ourselves. I used to mostly be investing in crypto for the money, but I have to say this. Up until recently, I'm not going to lie, the whole banking thing really made me, I would say the whole banking thing, the monetary system's always been kind of jacked up, but it was really the banking crisis a few months ago that really kind of made me more understand of why so many people are actually bullish on crypto other than price going up, right? Because that's originally why Bitcoin was made, because the banking crisis in 2008, right? I think a lot of people needed a reminder of why Bitcoin was actually made, other than just the price go up, And yeah, it's quite fascinating, man. The tech is awesome. Man. And sometimes you need a little kick in the butt and a reminder to realize it's not just the price going up. It's why sort of it's all why everyone is it bullish on, why was everyone bullish on it in the first place? You know what I mean? Not the newcomers who come in, oh, I want to buy Dogecoin and make it 100x, right? And then get out. Why were the original people here in the first place? It's because, yeah, dude, it actually has a reason. It's probably not close to actually being fulfilled. Probably not close. It's still a very speculative market, but dude, it's there's a lot of crazy shit going on in this crazy innovative shit going on in this space, man. It's in the generous block about the 2008 banking crisis. Yeah, that is very true. And that kind of made me even a little bit, not at Bitcoin Maxi, but made me realize that I've always known Bitcoin's daddy, but Bitcoin is daddy. Like, Bitcoin is daddy. If and when big money's coming into the space, it's going into Bitcoin. It's not going into altcoins, right? When that actually does happen, right? Whenever the spot ETF comes out, whenever institutions feel more comfortable in crypto, whenever we get regulations, I do believe money is going to be pouring more into Bitcoin. And that's why Bitcoin's daddy. Altcoins are great, right? Don't get me wrong. I'm all about making money in altcoins, but Bitcoin is daddy. It's daddy. And it will stay daddy. I am no longer under the assumption that ETH is going to flip Bitcoin. I don't believe that anymore. But I do believe ETH will stay number 2. You know? I do say that. BTC equals poor man's dollars. Poor man's dollars. You think so? Let's see. JPM jumped 60%. Yeah, you had earnings come out today. Tesla missed on earnings, but it wasn't really that bad. I actually didn't really look at any other ones, but I was looking at Tesla. Tesla wasn't that bad on earnings today, which is whatever, man. I know no one really cares about that, but it does impact us a little bit because it impacts the stock markets. All right, guys. I'm going to call it a stream here. Have a fantastic night. I'll catch the members at 8:30 in the morning. If you want to join, there's a join button down below. Oh yeah, I'm going to give away 5 memberships myself here. So if you want to join, press the join button. I'm about to give away 5, so wait till I give them away because maybe you'll win. All right, so I'll be right back. I'm going to do the membership giveaway, and then I'll see you guys tomorrow at 7 p.m. I'll be right back though. Let me just go. Actually, let me set it up over here. Let me set it up over here, man. I almost forgot. Let me go over here. Let me go over here. Let me get this little shit. Let me get this little shiitake mushroom over here. Let me just turn down this volume real quick so we don't get the ad playing because the ad is, we don't want no ad. We don't want no ad. There we go. All right. Let's get this up. Let's get membership gifting. What is this new little thing? You guys see that new little heart on the chat? What is that? You guys on, you guys see that new little heart on the chat? Tap that new little heart. I don't know what it does. Can you guys tap the heart? You guys see the heart on the bottom right? Tap that shit. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. All right, hold on. I got to grab my card for a second. Hold up. Oh. Let's see. The new little heart. 76. Let's see. 76? What? Crazy, man. Crazy. It tells me how many hearts. Let's see. It tells me how many hearts get hit in the stream. Damn. Now we got 81. Keep hitting that shit. Keep hitting that heart. Come on, man. All right, here we go. Here we go. Ready? Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. Let's see. Boom. Da da da. Oh, Nolan did 5 too. Let's go, man. Let's go. All right, we got JP1, JJ1, Umat, Bitcoin Mania. Who else we got one in here? We got Pantheon. Nice. Holy shit. 2. Only bots won. Guys, you can't choose who wins. It's always rigged. Who we got? Who else won? We had Momans. We had Anthony. We had Bundy. Holy, we got too many. Everyone's green now. Everyone in the whole chat's green. That's craziness, bro. Everyone, literally everyone in the whole chat is green, man. You can't even decipher who. All right, guys, that was absolutely insane. That was absolutely insane, man. Everyone, look at all the hearts, man. Keep posting the hearts. I love it. All right, guys, I'm gonna call a stream. See you guys later. Have a fantastic night. And like I said, man. Let's see how this plays out, my friends. I think it's about to get very interesting in the crypto markets here. All right, let's keep it 100. Let's keep it 100. You know the game plan, my friends. Peace.